One of the really good news stories, and there are a lot of them in this area, regarding economic development are on the near south side of Lansing. It is Riotown, just south of I-496, where some great things are happening at both ends of the business district. The Board of Water and Light putting in a new power plant down by the railroad tracks on South Washington. And at the north end of that strip, there's soon going to be a new anchor as well, as the Ingham County Land Bank has taken over what used to be the Deluxe Inn and is working on plans for its future. Right now, though, even in the interim, it's being made into a community asset. On the line with us right now, Ingham County Treasurer and the President of the Land Bank, Eric Schertzing. Morning, Eric. How are you today?
Good morning, Walt. Doing wonderful.
Good to have you on this morning. First of all, for the short term, what are you doing with the Deluxe Inn? That's been an eyesore and a drug den for a long time. Of course, the drug situation has been taken care of with the closing of the motel, but you're doing more with it, so it's not an eyesore as well.
Well, last weekend we had a tremendous amount of energy wrapped around a graffiti art display. We used that former, Motel 6 as the palette for graffiti artists from around the area, from around the Midwest. We had some folks in from Chicago to just express themselves and bring some beauty to something, as you mentioned, had drugs, prostitution, murder, you name it, that place had it. So.
And it's a great solution, too, for the graffiti artists, because often they're frustrated. They do their work in places where maybe it's not wanted.
Yeah, actually, the project came about because Sam DeBourbon was going through the 55th District Court diversion program for some graffiti he had done. So Judges Boyd and Allen, had this program, and we ended up with a coordinator to make some beautiful art.
Yeah, it worked out beautifully. What are the long-term plans now? The Deluxe Inn building is soon to be gone. What is the timeline? What are the plans for that property?
Well, folks are going to see that come down in September after the local firefighters do some training on one of the collapsed buildings, a collapsed building that isn't on fire, so they can do a safe training. And, we've got a big vision of some condos and maybe conference or mixed use with some apartments above it. We do have an out-of-area investor that's looking at that, mulling over whether that's going to be a feasible thing. Our job is to really clean the site up so that somebody sees a blank slate.
And it's such a great location. It could be a tremendous asset for the north and the north anchor, really, for what's going on in Riotown.
Oh, it's right on the river. One of the things I did before the graffiti art contest started was clear out a stretch of the fence there so people could see that we're right on the Grand River. So now we've taken something that was negative, made it beautiful, and we're trying to make sure people understand that it sits right on the river.
Thanks so much, Eric. Eric Schertzing, the president of the Ingham County Land Bank.
Have a great day, Walt.